Hello world, my name is Jenny and welcome to the newest episode of Jen's Poké Talk. Today I will be talking about the rest of the current mythical Pokemon in the franchise. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's dive in. Victini is known as the mythical Pokemon who can bring victory or success in a battle to someone it trusts. Victini also starred in 2 movies in the Pokemon franchise: Pokemon Black, Victini and Reshiram, and Pokemon White, Victini and Zekrom. And, like most mythical Pokemon, it can only be obtained in an exclusive event or with the Liberty Pass, which will allow the player to go to Liberty Garden. Known as the youngest member of the Swords of Justice Quartet, Keldeo, like Shaman, has the power to change into another form, Resolute form. However, in order to do this, Keldeo must know the special move Secret Sword, which can learn in Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 by visiting a special place called Pledge Grove. Unlike the rest of the quartet, Keldeo doesn't have a Paradox counterpart and is not obtained through normal gameplay except in the Pokemon Sword and Shield's Crown Tundra DLC. To encounter this feisty mythical Pokemon, the player needs to have caught and put Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion on their team and cook curry at Balaymer Lake in a special spot to lure Keldeo out. It also stars in the film Pokemon Kyurem vs. the Swords of Justice. Meloetta is one of my favorite mythical Pokemon due to the fact that we both love to sing. Like Shaman, this Pokemon is able to change forms and its type. In its Aria form, Meloetta is a normal and psychic type, and in its Pirouette form, which is accessed through learning the move Relic Song, Meloetta becomes a normal and fighting type. Like Mew, this mythical Pokemon appears in the anime, but in the Pokemon Black and White Beyond Unova series, where Team Rocket attempted to use Meloetta in order to activate the Reveal Glass item and take over the world. Despite being event exclusive in the 5th generation of the franchise, Meloetta is later obtained in the Scarlet and Violet Indigo Disc DLC as a wild encounter in the coastal biome. Just like Mewtwo, Genesect was created, or rather genetically revived, with a cannon on its back by Team Plasma. Genesect is also able to change its typing with a special drive: the Shock, Burn, Chill, and Douse. Genesect has several of its species appear in the movie Pokemon, Genesect, and The Legend Awakened, where these Pokemon could use telepathy. The leader of the 5 was actually the shiny form of this Pokemon as well. One of the most beautiful Pokemon to exist, Diancie is said to have evolved from a Carbink. In Pokemon Diancie and the Cocoon of Destruction, this Diancie was known as the princess of a large colony of Carbink, and they could use human speech through telepathy. Like Rayquaza, this gorgeous Pokemon is also able to access Mega Evolution. And not only that, Diancie is said to be able to create real diamonds with its own mineral powers. While Hoopa in its confined form isn't exactly the most popular mythical Pokemon, this genie-like creature does have the power to change its forms. It does so with the exclusive item, the Prism Bottle. Hoopa also starred in the movie Pokemon Hoopa and the Clash of Ages, which a lot of people have mixed reviews about, and most of them are not positive. Like Genesect, Volcanion hasn't been available in any main series games since it debuted in Generation 6. It did star in its own film, Pokemon Volcanion and the Mechanical Marvel. In the movie, Volcanion had no faith in humanity and refused to trust Ash and his friends, especially since one of their new friends had a horrible former ally named Alva, who's after poor Magearna. As one of the other stars in the Pokemon Volcanion and the Mechanical Marvel movie, Magearna is the first Steel and Fairy mythical Pokemon introduced. This Pokemon is unique as it was an artificially created Pokemon made 5 centuries by a brilliant scientist in Kalos. This Pokemon has a special item inside its body called the Soul Heart that allows it to use its fairy powers to the limit. Magearna also has several appearances in the Pokemon Ultra Legends anime as a feature partner for Lily. Marshadow not only starred in Pokemon I Choose You the movie, but is also one of the few Pokemon that has a signature Z move in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. While using the Z move, Soul Stealing 7-Star Strike, Marshadow's appearance changes into a special form called Zenith Marshadow. The only way to get Marshadow's signature Z Crystal, if you have Marshadow, is to talk to a man in the Tide Song Hotel located in Heihei City on Akala Island. If you show this person Marshadow, he will give you a Z Crystal for free. Zeraora is a powerful Pokemon that can use the electrical energy on its paw pads in order to channel a magnetic field to help it fly or levitate in the air and boost its speed in battle. This Pokemon was also the star of the Pokemon movie The Power of Us, where a Zeraora befriended the mayor's daughter, and later several other people including Ash and Pikachu. There was one to obtain a shiny one, but I wasn't able to get to it in time. Meltan is one of the first mythical Pokemon introduced to have an evolution line in the franchise. However, you can only evolve it in Pokemon Go with 400 Meltan candies instead of in the main series games. You can only transfer Meltan into these games from Pokemon Go or by sending it to Pokemon Home, then put it in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. This little Pokemon also made its debut in the Pokemon Ultra Legends anime as one of Ash Ketchum's partners in the Alola region, and becomes good friends with his Rowlet. It's so cute. When Meltan finally evolves in Pokemon Go, it becomes the powerful Melmetal that is also capable of using Gigantamax in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like its pre-evolution, Melmetal can be transferred into Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee from Pokemon Go or through Pokemon Home. It also has a signature move called Double Iron Bash, and its Gigantamax move is G-Max Meltdown in Pokemon Sword and Shield. As the star of the Pokemon movie Secrets of the Jungle, Zarude is known as the only mythical Pokemon that was introduced in Generation 8 in the franchise. This Pokemon is known to live in packs in dense forests with a special Zarude that would later bond with Coco, an orphaned human child during the movie, under the name Dada Zarude. Zarude has the power to heal injuries in the forest it lives in with its signature move, Jungle Healing. And finally, the toxic ghost Pokemon itself, Pecharunt. Pecharunt is said to be the one who gave the legendary Pokemon trio, Okidogi, Munkidori, and Fizandipiti their powers with the strength of its special Mochi. Pecharunt is also linked to Ogerpon's story, which, spoilers for those who haven't played the DLC, is the reason Ogerpon was made an outcast in the Teal Mask storyline. Pecharunt is also known to be the only Generation 9 mythical Pokemon introduced to date. And that concludes the interesting facts on all the mythical Pokemon in the franchise currently available. Did you see one that you liked or didn't? Let me know in the comments below. So, until the next video, see ya!